So we got SpaceX trading at $192 today. It is up 19% on the first full day that it went publicly trading. After hours, it's up another almost 13%. Crazy. Market cap right now, where is it at? $2.52 trillion. Anybody who bought IPO SpaceX stock is basically significantly up. So what do you guys think the stock is going to do now? Is there going to be another pop tomorrow, or are we going to get a little breathing room here and go down? I've got an interview here from Ron Barron. He's basically a billionaire. He's worth about, I think, upwards of $8 billion. So let's see what multi-billionaire has to say. He's definitely a bull when it comes to Tesla and SpaceX. So let's check it out and see what's up.
Himself is Ron Barron. He is the founder, the CEO, and portfolio manager of Barron Capital. Ron, of course, is a longtime backer and believer in Elon Musk, CEO and portfolio. About Elon Musk himself is Ron Barron. He is the founder, the CEO, and portfolio manager of Barron Capital. Ron, of course, is a longtime backer and believer in Elon Musk. He's a major SpaceX shareholder, and he's been there for many years. Ron, welcome. It's great to see you today.
It's great to be with you.
So SpaceX is your largest holding in all of the Barron funds. I think you started buying in 2017. As of Friday, you had how much in shares of SpaceX?
$24 billion.
That's across all the funds?
Across all the funds.
Across all the funds, and that was as of the open or the close?
I'm not sure if it's 24 or 25 billion because we bought another billion on Friday.
It's like, yeah, 24 or 25 billion doesn't matter. I'm not really sure, That's just insane.
Okay, so 25 billion, and that was as of Friday's close, before this morning's gains?
Yeah. I think we're going to make hundreds of billions of dollars, but hundreds.
So take it from someone who's a multi-billionaire. He thinks they're going to make hundreds of billions of dollars on SpaceX.
Before that, I was on Friday evening speaking to Elon and to Dan Dees, who is the person at Goldman Sachs who is husbanding this deal. And I was congratulating Dan on what an incredible job Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan have done with this underwriting. An incredible job, figuring out the allocation of it, figuring out how to stabilize the market, pricing it appropriately. I mean, it's amazing.
What did Elon have to say?
So when I was talking to him, one of the things I kept thinking about is after what he's accomplished so far, which everyone thought was not only improbable but impossible, he's being congratulated on this. And I'm thinking about from his point of view, he said, this is just getting started. This is just where we're starting of what this business is going to become. And when I was looking this morning on the news, it said that he thought that we would do $1 trillion of revenues in 2030. Trillion. And last year was 19 billion, so 50 times by 2030. And when I think about the opportunities this company has and how no one else, all you have to do is get the prospectus. It's 500 pages, so it's not that easy to go through. And it used to be they would give you red herrings, and there were little books, you could go through it and you can easily mark it up. But now, when I'm looking at these prospectuses, I have a prospectus like that, 500 pages. And you go through it, it's so hard to do it. But if you read that and you get probably 20, 30, 40 pages in, you realize what they've done isn't possible for anyone else to accomplish. Not possible. And so he's at least 10 years ahead of everyone else as far as making satellites, as far as making rockets, as far as building networks. I mean, the opportunities that they have to change everyone's life, changing lives.
Do you think
everything he's saying is true? You can't look at SpaceX as a traditional investor and think that this is a regular company. Technically, Walmart makes more money than SpaceX. But what does Walmart do? They sell groceries and they sell stuff in a store. This company is sending rocket ships to space. You can basically get internet anywhere on Earth. They're going to be the first company to put people on the moon or robots on the moon. So you can't look at it in a traditional investor type of way. It's really pushing the limits as to what we can do as humanity. So that's the kind of way that you have to look at SpaceX like that.
He felt a sense of satisfaction on Friday because obviously he's not driven by the same things as everybody else.
Well, if you're worth $1 trillion or $2 or $3 trillion or $5 trillion, what difference does it make? and that's not what he's interested in. He's trying to save humanity. And when I was listening to the interview that he did with Jamie Dimon on Friday night, I guess it was, or Thursday night, for the road show in the
Thursday.
JP Morgan headquarters. By the way, JP Morgan, that's the most incredible building I've ever been in my life. And so I was listening to the interview, and the last question was, so Elon, every time I talk with you, I learn something. Every time I talk with you, I learn something. And so what do you think about this? And he says, well, I'm hoping that some future AI will say, not a bad job for a human. So his goal is not the way other people's goals are outlined. And so when he's talking about what he's done so far, that's just the beginning. And so when I think about Starlink, and Starlink is, if you want to have some kind of broad distribution of wealth, if you want to have equal wealth, then people have to be smart. How do you get smart? You have to have the internet. How do you have the internet? When you live in the jungle, or you live in the desert, or you're flying, or you're in the ocean, how do you do that? And so what he's done is what he's creating. This is the internet for the entire planet.
What is that? What excites you most about SpaceX? What is the aspect that
Everything.
gets you most fired up?
It's just everything. It's the Starlink is one. The compute AI is another. Making these chips less expensively than other people can make them and use them. The fact that you have this AI, with Anthropic, so his idea behind the AI, behind the large language models, behind Anthropic and ChatGPT, who, by the way, both of those people who founded those companies, he hired them. He hired them and trained them. And then Google, Gemini. So when I think about those entities, and we have Grok inside. So what Elon said was, gee, the problem that you're going to have here, LLMs, large language models, that's software. You can do that. Other people can do that. It's hard, but you can do it. But other people can't do the rockets and can't do the giant rockets. And so when I think about what is on his mind, he says, okay, other people can do that. What can't they do? And what they can't do is they can't make compute. He's got the biggest compute in the world, cohesive compute down in Memphis. And now what he does is he says, I'm going to spend my effort right now on getting compute, which is what the barrier to these growth of these AI, artificial intelligence, LLMs is. I'll build a compute, and that will put me ahead. That will make me win.
Well,
So similar to the gold rush, not only were the miners making money, but the people selling the shovels to the miners. So that's what Elon is doing. He's basically selling the shovels in this AI boom to get them ahead. And it's true. Software is the easy part. Building the real physical stuff in the world, that's the challenge.
and it's almost a fight against the commoditization of any of these large language models down the road.
Yeah,
too.
so they're all going to get commoditized. Yes.
So it puts you in it puts him in a different perspective, in a different place.
There is this giant market, though. It's trillions,
Everybody's gonna
20
have to pay.
trillion, 25 trillion. Yeah, so, but what he's going to have is he's going to have this compute that other people need. So Anthropic, for example, has just gone from $9 billion of annualized revenues in December to $45 billion now for a 3 or 4 year old company, and they're going to go public for $800 or $900 billion.
Right, and they're paying, what is it, $1.25
$1.25 a month.
billion a month
$15 billion a year.
Right.
They're paying. So what they do
to
is
SpaceX
to
for the use
SpaceX,
of the computing
right?
power.
So they go. He's a good guy, good guy.
Dario Amodei.
Yeah.
He's under pressure from the U.S. government, the administration at this
I
point.
know. Well, the government has a right to be concerned when you develop something that can crack the code of everyone and find out where there's weaknesses and flaws. And you got to make sure that this doesn't get into the wrong hands. Mm-hmm. But we're to go back to what we have with this compute. Mm-hmm. Then what happens is that he comes to Anthropic, comes to Elon. Says,
Are you an investor in Anthropic now?
No.
No. Okay.
I wish I was.
Will you be when they go public?
I don't know. I haven't been to visit him yet. I've been trying to arrange it. One of the guys who works with me one of his friends, best friends, went to go work for him, and we're supposed to go visit for maybe a month already. I haven't done it yet, but I
So
will
there
see.
you have it. I mean, even though Grok might not be the best AI, it's definitely profitable to sell the shovels to everyone else who needs it. And then we have Anthropic coming up, the IPO coming up. Are you guys going to be investing in that? I haven't made a decision if I'm going to put money in that yet. But what's going on right now with SpaceX and this definitely pop, grab your popcorn. It's going to be some major swings happening. Personally, we're waiting for a red day, and then I'm going to invest a little bit more. But definitely dollar cost average on this stock. I think, in 3 years' time, we're going to look back at these numbers and question, why didn't I put more money in? So let's see what tomorrow brings, guys. If you have any questions, comments, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Definitely helps the channel. See you guys in the next one.